Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is showtime.
As they are leaning each other at the start of this one, Jonathan Taylor, but the 5-car, Tyler nicely going to get the whole shot. Taylor going to go back around side of him. Bunch of cars, Turpin falling back. Here comes the double deuce of Kinder. Kinder taking advantage quickly up to third. Turpin will fall back to fourth. He's got company to his inside. Good battle for the lead. Give it to the 5 of Jonathan Taylor. Taylor, your race leader. But here comes Tyler nicely. Is he going to throw a slide jab at him over there in turn number 2? He's going to retake the lead.
Pair of Nichols battling up front in the first A feature, and it's a good one. Nicely in the pink number 5. The red and white 5 of Taylor battling, and the yellow flag will wave as one car slow on the back straightaway. It's Muskegon, Michigan's Cody Wiesner. Chad Kinder third, Jerry Bowersock fourth, and Turpenstein, Gary Turpin in the 5th spot. Green flag is out.
Green flag back out again. Couple of drivers going to dive to the inside. That'll be the 22 of Kinder and the 5 of Jerry Bowersock. Down the back stretch. Taylor still your race leader. But here comes the 5 of Nicely. Oh, now a great battle for that 5th spot. Action picking up with Milky and Turpin.
3rd spot nicely in the 5. Kinder in the 22. They're wheel to wheel off corner number 2. Nicely able to pull back in front of him. Kinder, though, running in the middle of the racetrack, trying to gain a little bit of momentum. 8 laps now going up on the scoreboard, and this last time by, your race leader, Jonathan Taylor, was actually a 1/10 of a second faster than second place Jerry Bowersock. And don't look now, but here comes Nick Hoffman.
Nick Hoffman, David Milky, and Travis Stimler all putting on a show. Back there is Hoffman going to go by. Meanwhile, the 22 of Kinder going to duck to the inside of the Owensboro, Kentucky 5 of Tyler Nicely. Go by, but Nicely returns the favor nicely. To the high side of turns 1 and 2. Again, they're going to work door to door down the backstretch. Jerry Bowersock in second. Your race leader is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's working through lap traffic as the cross flags are shown to the field. 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. And at the halfway point, Nick Hoffman has come from 19 up to 5th. Jonathan Taylor, but he is like a hot knife through butter here with 8 laps to go.
Here comes Nick Hoffman to the high side, trying to work through those lap cars, as well as Chad Kinder. He's got a good run on down the backstretch. Kinder going to dive to the inside, bringing Nick Hoffman along with. Great battle for that 4th spot. Problems for get a slowing car in 55.
That's Clayton Smith. He's off the pace, and that's going to put us under caution with 8 laps to go. And that caution flag is exactly what Nick Hoffman wanted to see. It is not what your race leader, Jonathan Taylor, wanted to see.
Exactly.
Green flag is back out, and we are underway.
Jonathan Taylor going to show the way. The 5
Jonathan
Jerry Bowersock going to dive to the inside. 22 of Chad Kinder third. We'll see if the 2 of Nick Hoffman can do anything with him. That'll be Jonathan Taylor. Good battle for second. Oh, and the 5
of Bowersock made contact with the 22 of Kinder. I thought for a second that was going to open up the door for your race, or for the 2 of Hoffman, but it's not going to happen. And now just a handful of laps remaining for your race leader, Jonathan Taylor. But this time by, the white flag is in the air. Final time around for Jonathan Taylor.
And 22 of Chad Kinder completes the slide job on the 5 of Jerry Bowersock. Bowersock now showing some smoke here in the final lap. We'll see if Kinder can hold him off. Bowersock going to fight back to the outside into 3. And he's when he about grabs the concrete. He'll bring it off at turn 4, winning feature number 1, Jonathan Taylor. Kinder will come home second. Bowersock third. Nick Hoffman fourth. Travis Stimler will round out your top 5.
Feels great. Feels awesome. No other place I'd rather win. This is such a phenomenal. This is awesome.
Not only are you a winner at Eldora, but you've got yourself sitting in a pretty good spot for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. We didn't have a great night last night, but tonight we really pulled it out. Felt great leading to 20 laps. Just awesome.
Rick Foley looks him over, waves the green.
Bottom of the as they work down into turns 1 and 2. Maverick going to work to the high side thoroughly quickly. 3 wide, almost 4 wide for that 3rd spot. Down the backstretch they go. Looks like the K9 of Will Cruft got chuckled back a little bit. Looks like as they come off at turn number 4, we're going to car to the wall. It is Kyle Stroop, Colin Thurlby. And now we get another car.
Oh, Ray Bollinger in 77. After that crew spent half the night getting that car put back together. He gets into the wall down in turns 1 and 2 and just turned into a pinball after that. Bounced off 4 or 5 different cars. We've got a mess of metal down in turns 1 and 2, and that will put us under a red flag.
Matt Mavert and Nick Stroop going to bring us back to the stripe. Green flag, 19 remain. Here we go, $1,000 on the line. Will Krupp going to dive to the inside of 47, Callum Thurlby. We'll see if Krupp can pull it off. He's bringing the K1 along with him. That's Jimmy Payne, Kentucky native Jimmy Payne. The man on the move right now. In that third spot, it's going to be the K9 of Will Krupp.
Payne going to take that fourth spot away from Colin Thurlby, shuffle Thurlby back, and Thurlby may not be done yet. As Kyle Strickler's on the inside, Evan Taylor is on the inside. Evan Taylor trying to duplicate the feat his brother Jonathan just pulled off.
Can bring one home. Got a long ways to go. Doing about 18 to go. Again, Will Krupp again will dive to the inside. Nick Stroop going to work to his outside. They'll work side by side down the backstretch. Here comes the K1 machine again at Jimmy Payne. Will Krupp continues to work that middle of the track. Good battle for second off turn number 4, DJ. They're side by side.
Will Krupp got him by half a cat's whisker that time at the line. Stroop though battling back to the outside. Those two cars go wheel to wheel off turn number 2, and that may open up the door for Jimmy Payne. Trying to bring the Payne down the back straightaway now, and while this 3-car battle for second is going on, Matt Mavert's able to pull ahead by about 5 car lengths here on lap 4.
Strickler gonna go on by Thurlby, and here comes Matt Westfall in 5-4.
Westfall quietly picking his way up through the field. He'll try a slide job on the 47 of Colin Thurlby. In turns 3 and 4, not quite gonna clear him off the corner. 10 down, 10 to go. Westfall will try it again. He started 19th. He'll slide up in front of Thurlby off the corner. Move Matt Westfall from 19th up to 7th. Your race leader still Matt Mavert. But that last time by, the 45 of Nick Stroop, a 1/10 of a second faster than the double deuce. Got trouble over in turns 3 and 4. One car spins sideways. I believe it's the 188 of Aaron Orr, and that'll put us under yellow with unofficially 13 laps complete, 7 laps remaining.
Westfall.
And Matt Westfall, who had come from 19th up to 7th, has a flat right rear tire, and he will fall into the infield pit area.
7 to go. Kyle Strickler out of shape. He'll get back inside the orange field, green flag. And Will Krupp gonna throw a slide job at Nick Stroop, bringing the Jimmy Payne machine along with him. Now they're gonna get punched up down the backstretch. Will Krupp will slide to the inside of Nick Stroop. Jimmy Payne there as well. 3 wide for that second spot, DJ. Good battle.
Excellent battle back there for second. Krupp continuing to look down to the bottom side of the Speedway. One car with problems coming off turn number 4, the 39 of Kevin Gamir. He gathers it back up. We stay under green with 6 to go. And Krupp continues to work on Stroop in a battle for second.
Oh, and Stroop got into the wall. We'll see if Krupp can pull it off. He can't. It'll still be Stroop, Krupp, and Jimmy Payne. Payne now going to go back to the high side. Good battle side by side for that second spot. Will Krupp all over Nick Stroop in 45.
And as those 2 and 3 drivers battle back there for the bridesmaid honors, oh, and Krupp nearly loses the handle in 3 and 4. He gathers it back up, but the field drives by him. He falls all the way back to the 9th position. A tough break for Will Krupp.
That is it. Well, Mavern again will jump back out to the race lead. Now Jimmy Payne, as you mentioned, DJ, trying to bring the Payne. He's going to slide to the inside of Nick Stroop. They're going to work side by side down the backstretch. Good battle right behind them as well. Now Jimmy Payne going to slide all the way to the inside. They're going to stack him up 2 by 2. Off turn number 4, Payne now to second with 1 to go.
Stroop grabbed the wall. That allowed Payne to move to second. Does he have anything for that Mavern here on the last lap? Kyle Strickler nearly loses the handle behind of him. Up at the front of the field, though, down the back straightaway for the final time. Here comes Payne. He'll drive the K1 hard into turns 3 and 4. Drag race down to the line. It's going to be Mavern getting the win. Payne second, Stroop third, Taylor fourth, and Schroeder from 20th to 5th. Welcome to the victory stage at Eldora, bud.
This is awesome. This is a place everybody wants to win one, and just thankful for this event and for thank God for giving me the ability to do this tonight.
Here we go. Quickly, K-Rob wasting no time. He's going to work to the inside of Casey Schrock. David Chang going to work to his outside. K-Rob going to take the lead down the backstretch. Jim Ferris and Trent Young going to battle it out for that 4th spot. Meanwhile, all the way to the bottom, I believe that's Kenny Wallace in the Jakes 36. It is 4 wide down the front stretch. K-Rob out to the early lead. Casey Schrock second. 36, Kenny Wallace running in that 3rd spot. Wallace now to the inside of Charleston's, Illinois. Casey Schrock, Kenny Wallace. And that MB Custom Jakes 3-6, not a second.
Kenny Wallace started 8th and 2 laps into this race. He's passed 6 cars and is up to 2nd. And certainly not surprising considering the multiple groups on this racetrack. Guys just passed by the stripe 4 wide, Mike.
16 remain. We'll see if Kenny Wallace can find a way to get it by. Ken Robinson they come back to the stripe. Wallace going to work in the middle, as does K-Rob. Trent Young going to work to the high side. Kenny Wallace, a good run on your race leader down the backstretch. 3-car lengths. Good battle for that 4th spot. Now Jake Poole going to drive to the inside of Casey Schrock. 3 wide right behind them.
Good racing throughout the field in this one. Jacob Poole going to move the 82 car into the 4th spot. Steve Dixon trying to follow him on the bottom side of the speedway. It looks like a pretty good idea. Tanner Henry down there on the bottom as well. Couple different grooves of racing here in this one. The cars up front, running the bottom. Couple guys running the middle, all over this half-mile oval. Kenny Wallace turning back the challenges, at least at this point in time. Wallace with a line to his liking on the bottom of the speedway. Young up on the top side of the speedway. This battle, as good as it is, almost pales in comparison to the Hornets' nest of cars for about 7-8 on back. 8th place Nate Maloney. There's guys running 2 wide all the way back through this field. But the Pied Piper at the head of the pack, the lone wolf, is the 85 of Kent Robinson, who just continues to march away.
As laps starting to wind down, Trent Young again's got her wound up again there on the high side. Track starting to slick off really good. Trent Young trying to run down Kenny Walsh. Jake Poole going to be 4th. Steve Dixon 5th. Good battle for 6th. 69 Jim Ferris. And the 83 of Casey Schrock.
Just a handful of laps remaining for your race leader. 5 to go remaining for your race leader, Kent Robinson. Kenny Wallace works around Iron Bike Holtline in the 21S. Puts just a little bit of a gap between himself and the rest of the field. But there is extremely heavy lap traffic in front of your race leader, Kent Robinson.
And Niehoff is broke, but he continues to ride the top. 00 Niehoff's in trouble. Now we got a car slowing the Indiana Flash. Josh Ferguson is slowing down the backstretch as K-Rob works through lap traffic. Kenny Wallace trying to run him down. Now the yellow comes out.
Green flag is out and we're underway. Robinson again, he's so good on his restarts. Immediately puts a couple car lengths between himself and Kenny Wallace. Jacob Poole, though, dives down to the inside of Trent Young in a battle for the 3rd spot. Young, though, able to pull back ahead down the back straightaway. They'll go wheel to wheel, door to door again through turns 3 and 4 this time by 2 to go.
And all of a sudden, here comes Jake Poole. Poole coming to life. Out of Spring Lake, Michigan. He's going to dive to the inside of Trent Young. Young now going to work to the outside of Kenny Wallace. Good battle for the 2nd and 3rd spot right behind them. Going to be the 68 of Steve Dixon and 83 of Casey Schrock. White flag going to go in the air for your race leader, Ken Robinson at 85. Good battle for 2nd, shaping up here in the final lap.
3 cars battling for that 2nd spot. It happens behind your race leader, Ken Robinson, and we got trouble on the front straightaway. Hard contact, and that will put us under caution. As the 83 of Casey Schrock was slowed on the front straightaway, and one driver had absolutely nowhere to go. I believe it was Bart Hartman who plowed into the rear end of Schrock. Very, very hard contact. The caution flag is out. That'll set up a green-white checkered finish.
Green flag, green-white checkered. Here we go, $1,000 on the line. The Bloomington, Indiana driver. As Trent Young again going to drive to the outside of Kenny Wallace. This time he might have been able to do it. Here comes Trent Young to the outside of Kenny Wallace. They're going to work side by side into turns 3 and 4. Wallace to the inside. Trent Young to the outside. 1 to go. Young's not a second.
Trent Young rim riding that car up into the 2nd spot. Does he have anything for Ken Robinson here on the final lap? We're about to find out. He's got a head full of steam down the back straightaway. Can he make something happen in 3 and 4 for the final time? Robinson gonna keep him at bay. Young grabs the wall. Kent Robinson wins A-Feature 3. Trent Young 2nd. Kenny Wallace 3rd. Jacob Poole 4th. Jim Ferris 5th.
Yeah, we worked our butts off last night, and it paid off. You know, top 3 was good, but I told the guys there in the heat race, you know, this thing was a lot better. We made some changes to it, and came a long way. So, you know, I got to thank them, all the Jones Oil guys. These guys, you know, they worked their tails off, like I said, and it pays off.
You've had one of the best cars here all weekend, and that's got to make you feel good heading into tomorrow's big dance.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know where this will put us, you know, a third and a first, so hopefully the first couple rows, first 3 rows, and I think we got a setup that is going to race really well in the feature, so I'd love to win the big one.
Herm, nice job, man. You had second place for most of it. Trent got you on the last lap, but a nice run.
Well, that's the great thing about dirt racing. You don't know who's behind you. I never heard him, so, you know, those green-white checkers make for that excitement, but listen, I'm thrilled to death. You know, brand new car. Yesterday was the first time out for it, so, what, 8th to 2nd in 1 lap? I want to thank Jegs, everybody at UNOH. You got all the kids out here, and my team, you know, Billy the Kid Smith, and everybody up at Jimmy Mars's shop, so, we came here to win, but it's kind of a test, you know, getting ready for Speedway. So maybe we can win tomorrow.
We'll see. Kenny, they need to jump on the stage. Congratulations. Nice.
Well, see who's going to get it done here in feature number 4. Ruhlman going to get the early jump, going to pull Babcock along with him. Babcock going to slide to the inside of the 4B at Darrell Banks and go to second. Good battle. It's Joel Ortberg now going to go to the inside of Darrell Banks. So Ortberg to 4th. Bringing along, I believe that's Bryce Jewell with him. Check that to 7. Going to beat the buzzer, Doug Atkins. Atkins to 4th. 11 remain. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway.
Rather than try a slide job, Babcock elects to stay up on the very high side of the speedway. Doug Atkins thought about a slider down in 1 and 2. He tucks back in line, but grabbed the tail end of Ortberg 0-1. 3 cars battling there for the 3rd spot, nearly 3 wide off the corner. It's Ortberg in 0-1, Atkins in 7, and Jewell in the 0J. They are 3 wide in 1 and 2.
Yeah, 0J, Bryce Jewell, all of a sudden action picking up. Doug Atkins in the 7 and Wartburg in the 1. Again, they're going to go almost 3 wide. We'll see if Bryce Jewell can make it 3 wide. Why not off turn number 4? 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Good action here in Eldora again.
The buzzer, the meat, and the sandwich right now. He dives back down to the bottom. Jewell backs off the throttle, heading into the corner with 11 complete. Oh, and Ortberg grabs the wall coming off the corner. He wrestles that car back down off the Eldora concrete, but it allows Doug Atkins to move up into the 3rd spot. Ortberg falls down to 4th with 12 laps complete.
And meanwhile, up front, 49, Brian Ruhlman. You can hear him as he comes down the front stretch. I believe mechanical issues on the 49. Keep your eyes on Clark Lake, Michigan's Brian Ruhlman. It might be a problem with the header.
And Ruhlman now showing signs of smoke. Ruhlman's car may be done. Smoke coming out from the back of it. 4 laps to go. Can the Porpoise hang on and get a 2nd win in a row?
Can he hold on, or will Jeff Babcock run him down now ahead of Steve Babcock? Going to dive to the inside. Ruhlman slowing on the top shelf. He's got his right foot stuck on the gas. He's going to reclaim the lead. It'll be Ruhlman and the 7 of Babcock. Good battle up front. Can he hold on with 3 to go?
Last night, Ruhlman made a winning pass with 2 laps remaining. Tonight, will the fortune be reversed? Will Babcock get a winning pass with just a handful of laps remaining? Ruhlman grabs the wall in 3 and 4, gathers it back up. 2 to go.
2 to go. Drama again here at the Big E. A big puff of smoke. He shot right. That could be it. Here comes Jeff Babcock. Babcock again will close in half a car late. Slide job over in turns 3 and 4. Babcock trying to pull it off. Brian Ruhlman will sweep back to his inside. They work side by side with 1 to go, DJ.
Ruhlman leads that time at the line. Babcock's got the momentum up high. Final time around the half-mile over with a lap car in front of him. They'll try to split the lap car down the back straightaway. Ruhlman on the inside. Babcock gets in the lap car. Lap car grabs the wall. Ruhlman drives by. In a drag pace down the line. 2 for 2 is Brian Ruhlman with smoke coming out from underneath the car. I don't believe it. Babcock 2nd, Bryce Jewell 3rd, Doug Atkins 4th, and Gary Eicher 5th. You could not have scripted that finish.
You know, I lost a couple of cylinders. It was down on power. I was just running around there wide open, and I figured Babcock was going to come by, and I was lucky enough I could get him pinned behind that lap car, and yeah, it was putzing along, so.
Well, you're the only driver that picked up 2 wins between last night and tonight. That means you are guaranteed the pole for tomorrow's $5,000 to win main event. Regardless of what's happening underneath the hood, you still got to feel good about things.
Yeah, we brought another motor, so we'll be changing motors tonight. But yeah, this is awesome. Hopefully they'll get the track slowed down a little bit for tomorrow so we don't tear much up.
Yeah, Brian was blowing up and losing speed there, it looked like. And I moved down a few times. I was scared he's going to blow up. And when you get going this fast around here up on the top, if something happened, you slide into him. So I tried a few moves, but hey, he was a better car tonight. He was faster than us all night. So we'll work on our stuff, try getting it better for tomorrow.